All right, good morning, boys. What is up? Today is Tuesday, December 23rd, I believe. Yeah, Tuesday, December 23rd, New Year's Eve. I got headphones just because yesterday I could not hear my orders getting filled on Tradeovate. Not letting that happen again. So now we do have headphones to trade with, so I can hear my orders getting fucking filled, right? Notice Alpha Futures having a 40% off sale and a raffle giveaway for a Cartier Santos. If you guys don't know what that is a $8,000 or $9,000 watch. So if you're into watches, even if you're not into watches, it's a free $10,000. So I really recommend use code Ali at checkout, and it's also 40% off, which is fucking retarded, right? These are Lucid accounts. You can also use my code for Lucid. They are my current favorite prop firm. Yes, I'm sponsored by 3 prop firms. I'm telling you right now, my favorite prop firm is Lucid. I've been trading fantastic on them. Easy rules, clean, very clean. I literally took $10,000 in payouts in the last 2 weeks. And if I secure a winning day, I think I need 2 more winning days. If I secure 2 more winning days and a balance of 54,100, I can take another $8,000 payout, which would be great, right? Now, let's get into this trade recap. Made around 400 on 4 accounts, so $1,600. I'm not trading my alpha until the new year, and Tradeify, I'm on eval, so not touching those yet either. There was nothing today to take on eval. I didn't really see anything crazy. I took this. I'll go over it right now though. So coming into market open, I was very bearish. Why was I bearish? Even though we had midnight open, I misspelled that. Hold up. So we had midnight open, London and Asia highs resting above us, right? All the draws and liquidity we need to target, all that also got swept, right? What did we have below us? We had new week opening gap low. Usually you want price to fully fill. New week opening gap, you grab it from the close at 4:59 to the open at 6 p.m. That is new week opening gap, right? I saw we didn't fully fill it. So I figured, all right, maybe price wants to calm down. Pre-market, we fill the gap, and then we look for longs, right? So what I noticed, on the 50-minute time frame, we have a gap here. We tap into that gap. I wanted to see this, right? That's what I wanted to see. That would have also been inside OT of this range. So that would have been a perfect short to new week opening gap low. However, what did we do? We completely disrespected OTE of the range, right? We completely disrespected this 15-minute gap. We're disrespecting bearish order flow. And what do I see at this point? Asian highs above us, London highs. I generally entered here. I entered right here after the 9:30 candle, because if price is going to move with this much momentum, I'm going to take advantage of it. I literally went for a 1-to-1 if I got stopped out. I didn't care. Targeting Asia highs. Obviously, I went break even at London highs. Now, you guys know how I take profit. I take profit always a little bit before the draw on liquidity. Price got edged by literally 1 point. I took profits there for a 1-to-1, right? Basically 20 points on this trade. I've never taken a trade like this in a minute. Well, I have, just not in a minute, right? And it is a bit unorthodox. It is a very discretionary trade. I figured if we're moving with this much momentum in the market, 931 is just going to open low and then rip to the upside. I've seen this play out thousands of times. Market open, rips with momentum. The other minutes following it will usually follow that momentum through. I don't know what the fuck this chop was. I got stopped out on eval. I lost 400 per account on my Tradeify 50Ks. These are other highs in the market, and I'll show you that now. Grab your fib from the top to the bottom of the range. We tap 0.5 of the range, and then what do? We displace higher, right? I entered up this displacement to the upside, stops below this low, take profit at this high, right? I got wicked out of this trade, and I ran to my take profit. Am I upset? I don't really care. It's an eval, right? At the end of the day, I'm not really upset about that. But what I do think is stupid is if we take a look at price when I entered, 936. I enter in long at 936 with stops below the swing low. Let's take a look at 936 on ES. This is 936 on ES. Green, 1 second of drawdown on ES. Nasdaq didn't even move up. Like, this is disgusting. Obviously, price on the higher time frame is moving very clean, right? If you look at the 4 hour, we swept these lows. We're in this gap, imbalance, pushing higher. On the hourly, it's weird. On the 15 minute, it's not bad at all. But if we actually look at the 1 minute, it is dog shit. It is dog shit. We just chopped around for 10 minutes. Nasdaq went down while ES went up, right? I did take advantage of that. Caught a nice long to the upside, like I mentioned before. 2 Asian highs, and thank God I caught it when I did, right? For a 1-to-1 essentially. If price stopped me out, I would have probably just taken this trade, but stops below this to be safer, and it would have played out as well, right? So either way, we would have been break even or up on the day. So I'm pretty happy with the way I traded today. Overall, I think we need 2 more days until we secure a $8,000 payout. So I'm pretty hyped for that. Plan for our January is going to be to rinse these Lucid accounts and also secure some more allocation with Tradeify and Alpha, right? So if you guys have any questions about the trading day just started. It's still 9:50. I do think there's still going to be lots of opportunity for the trading day, right? I'll try to upload this before 10 a.m. so you guys can signal about this, but we can expect 10 a.m. or 9 a.m. to close above this, 10 a.m. to open low into that breaker, and hopefully push higher into these draws and liquidity. The only downside is ES has already taken out all those highs. So there is going to be a bearish SMT there, but I do still think it is very possible just because ES has all-time highs. Are those all-time highs? ES has all-time highs resting above it, so I do see Nasdaq pushing up with ES while ES takes out all-time highs. Nasdaq can take out these draws on liquidity, right? So on the higher time frame, we're obviously pretty bullish. Now, if we take a look at the weekly, we are also very bullish on the higher time frame, right? We tapped into 0.5 of the weekly range. A lot of people, including me, honestly thought that we are going to continue the sell side movement, but we did tap into OTE of this range. To the tick, look at that, 0.5 to the tick. People that say fibs don't work are idiots. Push higher. I did want to see this draw get taken. Kind of unfortunate that it didn't. Nothing we can really do about it. But yeah, if you guys have any questions about any of this, feel free to ask in the comments. I will be there to answer. Free Discord is also linked in the description if you guys are interested in joining that. So have a great day trading. Trade safe, and I'll see you boys tomorrow. Peace out.